Hey guys, Riley from Strung Lacrosse here, and this is the first of hopefully many custom stringing videos. Might be a reference to Throne of String and all of his custom stringing videos, but those seem to have come to a stop of some nature, and it's a very generic name, and it's something that I would like to use to label this series. So I got a lot of heads to string up for people in the past couple of days, and it's been great. I've really enjoyed it. I've been watching games online, doing group chats with people on Google, well, specifically Ethan. He and I did a group chat while I just strung heads, and he did the same. We just answered questions and stuff. But anyway, I've been relaxing while stringing, and that is the most I could ever ask for. I'm enjoying it so much, and thank you to everyone who sent me anything, and anyone who supports me in doing so. It really is something that I enjoy a lot. Anyway, yeah, let's just get into it. So, the first head is for Colin, also known as Lacrosse Highlights, which is Lacrosse_highlights with a Z at the end. He sent us his Warrior Burn high school spec with some String King, or actually I think I supplied it, but beside the point. We hooked him up. We gave him an all-white pocket, String King mid. It's actually a little bit more defined than my usual pockets, guys, so chill. With a straight on the first 9-diamond row, followed by a 5-point U and then a 3-point U. It's going to have, I'm expecting a mid whip. Hopefully it's going to have ridiculous hold. And it's going to perform very well for him. I already told him if it has too much whip, simply turn these into straights and it will perform amazing. It follows my usual theory. It's just overall, it's a very solid pocket. I love the head. I would really like to pick up an X-Spec one, but I have other heads such as the XLU and a Epic Hawk coming in. So I might be putting that aside until I have time to go and grab a burn, or I'll be using those or messing with them until I decide that I need to go get new heads, which will happen very soon, as everyone knows that I go through heads very quickly. I don't actually go through them, I just put them up on my wall, but that's beside the point. Not really at all, but I'm going to say it's beside the point. But yeah, so mid-pocket, amazing channel if you guys get a look at this. It's already great without actually, which you can... It's kind of like a V. It's more of a U. 5-point, 3-point U/V. Regardless of those, it already has a very nice channel, so the hold is going to be amazing. The only problem is that's why I'm worried about the whip, because it's so channeled. But it's a great pocket. I'm very excited to get this out to him, and I might be doing something very similar for another customer coming up soon whose birthday is actually today. So happy birthday. Sorry, I was about to burp. Happy birthday to you. Person who I actually sadly do not know the name of. You've only been referred to as his brother, but happy birthday to you. My brother's birthday is the day after yours, and I cannot wait to hook you up with a pocket. Yeah, so here's the Burn X. Colin, hope you love it. I think it turned out great, and I'm very excited to get this in your hands. Thank you. So the next head is a Warrior Evo Pro X6 with, I think, East Coast mesh. Wasn't sure, he supplied it. So it is for, it's going to Matt W, although the person I was in contact with was Kendall W. I'm not going to give out the last name, it's just how I'm going to go about this. Anyway, they actually physically dropped off a Warrior Evo Pro X6 along with East Coast mesh and the sidewall. I had to supply the shooting strings. There was a few other things I had to go and contact them actually about it. But overall, he wanted, or actually, yeah, so beside the point, let's just get into the pocket. Riley, you don't need to give us a whole life story about the head. He gave us a Warrior Evo Pro X6 along with, I think, East Coast Mesh 15mm 2-fade, which is ironic if you guys think about it because it's an X6 head. If it's an X6 head and you have 2-fade, that's actually breaking NCAA rules and it's going to conflict. But beside the point, this is what I was supplied with. This is what I had to do. He asked for a mid-high pocket with 3 out of 10 whip, which is ridiculous to ask for. And he actually, I don't know if this was the exact shooter setup, but anyway, all white around, 10-diamond nylon, 9-diamond under, so 9-diamond stacked straight, followed by a, on the next 9-diamond row, another straight. It's going to perform very well for him, hopefully. I actually have to get this out to him as soon as possible. All these heads will be going out tomorrow. That's going to be very expensive, but beside the point. I have to get these all out tomorrow. He was really, really rushing it, and they actually physically delivered it, so that was interesting, but I will be getting this out to him. Very, very excited to hear what he thinks. It was a little bit of a challenge with the low whip and all that. Channel's not bad by any means, but it's not perfect, but that's simply because I can't give him a Goldilocks channel because it would result in too much whip for the very, very low amount that he was asking for, along with the pocket placement. But overall, it turned out great. I'm a little worried about the X6 and the 2 fade, but all white all around, and I'm pretty sure this is what they asked for. They asked for a nylon on the second mesh row, which would be, technically this is the first and that's the second, so it makes sense. And then under they asked for the next stack and then skip a row, next stack. So that's what that's how I interpreted what they wrote. And on top of that, it's better that it's a little bit shifted up more because it's going to result in a little bit less whip, which is what he wanted. So all in all, very, very nice pocket. Very, very excited to get this out to him. Up next is Cody. So Cody actually owns Charm City Lacrosse, a very, very nice stringing company on Instagram. He sent out a Stallion, high school spec Stallion out to me to string up because he really, really wanted to see my work versus others and all that. He wanted to see one from what he said one of the best. I don't consider myself to be one of the best, but if that's what he considers me, well, thank you. That's a very, very high compliment to be given. He sent me a Stallion with String King 1S to string up like the Stallion that I have in the back. I'm actually missing a head on there. I should probably put something up there. Anyway, it's right there, all white. It's in between my Surgeon 10500 and my Evo Pro X6. But that's beside the point. He asked for a very, very similar pocket, which is what I attempted to do, as it's a U versus high school spec, but it was very doable. All in all, I think it turned out great. He asked for essentially a mid, or at least what you guys interpreted to be a mid pocket that can shift. So it's going to be able to perform in any situation that he needs. It's a mid that can shift a little bit higher. Gives a very, very nice release. 3 straights because he gave me 3 straights instead of a nylon. I just went with what I was supplied with. Double triangle top. Very, very nice channel. There you go. Very, very, it's a little bit, with the way that I pull it on this head to make sure that it has the nice channel, it pulls and bunches a little bit oddly right here, but that's beside the point. It's going to look a little weird, but it's going to perform so, so well. All in all, very, very nice pocket. Mid that can shift down if you need to. Anyone who was saying that it's going to sit down here, no, it's actually going to sit here. I made sure. On my gamer, it can go low, yeah, but that's not going. It's not where it's going to sit. It's going to sit mid to mid high because that's how I interpreted it and how I strung the head. That's just a little rant though. So yeah, mid pocket, all white, all around, String King 1S, great channel, great pocket placement, great head. Very, very happy to get this out to a fellow stringer. I cannot wait to hear what he thinks. Yeah, on to the next head, guys. Here we have Blake's, I think it's a Legacy U. It's slightly warped. He's been using it for face-offs. It has String King 1X in it, right? I think it's String King 1X. It's a little bit softer when I took it out of the package for some reason, but that's beside the point. He asked for a mid... I think he asked for a mid-high. He asked for a he's asked for a mid to mid-high pocket. He didn't want too much whip, and we hooked him up. So all white, all around. Very, very happy with how it came out. I was worried about the warping of the head, but it doesn't affect play. This thing shoots so well. I actually made sure that it had low whip because he asked for it. If you can see, I actually have their shooters are a little bit looser, but didn't overdo the channel. It is very, very nice. In fact, it's going to sit right around it. Yeah, it's actually it's very close to being Goldilocks, but I didn't over-channel it by any means because I wanted to make sure that it wouldn't have too much whip, and this thing shoots so well. I'm very, very excited to get this out to him, and I'm very, very excited to hear what he thinks. So yeah, all white, mid to mid-high. You guys can interpret your pockets however you want, but this is it's gonna rock how he needs it to. You could just say it's a mid. Go ahead. I don't really care. But I'm very, very happy with how it came out. He was very impressed with how it came out, and all in all, I think that the actual pinch of the head helped to get the pocket. and it's going to perform very well. So thank you, Blake, for sending this to me. I cannot wait to get it out to you. It will be shipping tomorrow. So on to the next head. So this is the third to last head. I was going to save it for last, but the other two are a little bit, I would say that they're very, very special, and I really, really want to just do them last. So here it is, a optic U. I think that's the correct name for it. An optic universal spec with String King 1X. The customer asked for, or Jake asked for a mid pocket, which that head lends itself more to a mid-low, so it's going to look more mid-low because of the way that the sidewall is and all that. But it's going to perform very, very well. It should fulfill all the specs that he wanted. He wanted a touch of Carolina and the top string on the inside, double triangle top, nylon on the 10-diamond row, and then followed by two soft straights. Very, very, very easy to string. Didn't have any problems. I would do something a little bit lower personally for this pocket, but all in all, turned out very, very nice. Nothing over-channeled, but still a very nice channel, as he didn't want too much whip, but he's still going to get the hold. I believe that he said that he plays LSM in defense, so I would generally suggest another head, but all in all, I'm very impressed with the optic. I love the weight of it, as well as if I was a short stick, I would use one because it could sit lower, so I think that it's very, very interesting. It's an interesting choice for LSM and D, but no worries, he should be able to use it for that. Just a quick little review for the optic for anyone wondering on my opinions. I love the scoop. I love the feel of the actual plastic. I love the USA at the back. My concern, my only one that I would say, other than that I can't get my type of pocket in it, that's a little personal. The top string holes, or not the top string holes themselves are fine. The upper sidewall holes are very small, and I can't do my excessive reinforcement on them. Other than that, I love it. It's a great head, very, very solid, definitely worth the purchase. So, Jake, I cannot wait to get this out to you. Be sure to let me know what you think. Alright guys, so here are the last two heads. They are two Blade Pros that I actually had picked up at a tournament. They were both purchased by Matt and Nick C., two brothers. Nick is the older one, Matt is the younger one. My bad, I think I shook those wrong. Nick is the older one, Matt is the younger one. And they are both, well, Nick's a friend of mine, Matt is his younger brother. Nick is actually a stringer, owner of Clearwater Customs on Instagram. And Matt is his younger brother who wanted a pocket strung by me. It's actually going to be really interesting being able to talk about the differences between the pockets and just a few things like that. So, Nick actually got his for his birthday. Yesterday was his birthday. Happy birthday, Nick. I don't know the reason for Matt's other than that he wanted a pocket done by me. Regardless, I was very happy to hook them up. They purchased both the heads, and I got them done as soon as possible, and I can't wait to get them out to them. So, I'm going to end actually with Nick's. I'm going to get into Matt's right now. So, Matt got a mid-low on the Warrior Blade Pro with a Carolina and Navy colorway. Carolina and Navy double triangle top, reinforced side, Carolina nylon on the first 10 diamond, followed by two Navy on the next two 10 diamond rows. Very, very nice. Carolina sidewall, Navy in the throat, mid-low pocket. Very, very nice channel. All in all, I'm very happy, and I cannot wait to get this out to him. I know that he's new, or at least I believe he is newer to the sport of lacrosse, and I cannot wait to get this in his hands. I hope it performs very well for him, and I hope that he loves it. Matt, be sure to let me know what you think, and I am very, very happy that you chose me to string your head instead of your brother. I think it's hilarious. So yeah, here's Matt's. Be sure to let me know what you think down below of it, and yeah, so on to the next one. So here is Nick's Warrior Blade Pro. So Nick wanted a complete custom HSL pocket. Now, what comes to mind when you think of an HSL pocket should be a mid to mid-high or high. So any mid to high sort of pocket with a very, very nice channel. Absolutely ridiculous. With a nylon, two straights, a double triangle top, soft bottom string, all anchor knots, SKs and SSKs in the sidewall, and just an overall beast option of a pocket. It's going to have a little bit of whip, but the amount of hold that it has is unmatchable. which I love personally. This is the type of pocket that I would use as a gamer, essentially. That's what a HSL pocket means. It's one that HSL himself, me, would use, or I would use. And just, it's absolutely a tank. So he asked for an HSL pocket, so we gave him also the HSL colorway because he custom requested it. So that means that there's going to be Carolina and gray in the top, then usually it would be Carolina, but a gray nylon on the first 10 diamond row, followed by 2 Carolina on the next 2 10 diamond row. The sidewall is going to be Carolina, and then the bottom string usually would be gray, but I'm out of it, so I gave him a white one. So the only differences in colorway, as I stated earlier, is that it would be a Carolina nylon followed by 2 gray shooters. Same shooter setup though, that is exactly what I use. Same sidewall idea or theory, and a gray bottom string. But all in all, the pocket placement along with the Strinking 1S and the channel are just going to be absolutely ridiculous. I am so happy with how this came out, and I hope that he is as well. Nick, thank you so much for actually buying ahead for me instead of doing one yourself. I think it's very, very special to know that a friend of mine would want to get something by me rather than do it himself. I think it's very interesting. But yeah, I think it turned out absolutely sick. This is my favorite out of all the heads, and I just cannot get over how great of a pocket came out of it. If I played by high school rules, I would possibly use one of these because they are just the pocket that I got in it, on top of the flare, and just all of that, great. Also, for anyone who doesn't know, I've completely switched to Strinking 1S. I just love it, and I think that the benefits of it are just superior. Ground balls, it just breaks right in, all that. So the 1S that's in this also replicates the HSL overall idea. So my gamer has 1S in it. But yeah, I think it turned out great. Be sure to comment below what your favorite stick is. And yeah, until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take it easy, and yeah, I completely botched that. Thank you so much for watching.